Hi Capricorn, I'm here because I want to finish out my water spirit series. I know I've been gone for almost a year. Sorry, my bad. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. That was, just gotta, life happens sometimes. I'm back. I didn't abandon you. I wouldn't abandon you. I would not. I might disappear for a little while, but I am a Pisces. I'm a Pisces sun, and that is part of our nature, is just to kind of disappear into the deep end for a little while. Get off of me. Why are two bugs trying to make love on my leg right now? Just get out of here. Get. Are you guys manifesting some sort of are you manifesting some sort of sexual, I don't want to get into that. Please don't pull me into your business, Capricorn. I do have strong Capricorn placements, but I don't need to know all that. Okay, anyways, I'm not actually like paddling up and down the river today, guys. To be honest with you, I've been fasting for the past couple of days, and the current is really strong today, where it's like the water's lower, it hasn't rained. It's honestly too strenuous for me. I'm weak. I need to build my muscles back up. Last summer, it got like really easy for me to like zoom up and down this river like a crazy person. And where I haven't done it for a few months, like trying to do it again, I'm like, gosh, it's hard. It's hard going upstream. It's not hard going downstream. Upstream is hard. So we are sat today. I'm gonna do a reading. Let's do it. I'm feeling a little bit better. Taurus was a struggle. Virgo was okay. Virgo's Virgo. Sorry, I'm not going to restart your reading. I'm tempted to, since I've been rambling, but I'm not going to. You guys are in a more positive energy. I can feel it. Things are moving for you. Things are moving along after a period of feeling stuck. Okay. There was Capricorn, have you been trying to, I get the energy here, correct me if I'm wrong, Capricorn, I get the energy that you've kind of been like, I don't want to say playing dumb, but you've been playing this energy because this trickery is coming out, but I don't get this as somebody else. I get that you are the trickster here, because it's like isolation, impasse, and then complacency. I get to the outside world viewing the Capricorn. People think that like you're like isolated, see, it's confirmation. Things are moving for you. People on the outside are judging you, or they have been judging you, and they're like, oh, the Capricorn seems down. The Capricorn seems like they don't know what they're doing with their life. They're isolated from everybody. I do get the energy of gossip. When I was shuffling, gossip wanted to come out. I get the energy that people are gossiping about you, but I get that this has been like intentional, especially like over the winter time. You had this public image of like, you weren't doing anything, you weren't seeing anyone, you were keeping to yourself, and people were judging you, and like, oh, the Capricorn seems to have fallen upon hard times whole time. And that's funny that the dragon comes out. The dragon is often associated with Lucifer, or it could even be like a Lilith energy. It gives me more of like a dark feminine energy. People thought that you were down and out. But the thing is that you've been growing and you've been gaining wisdom. And the thing is I get here that you have recognized that if you put up a facade that, you're going through hard times, it allows you to release energies of, because I get the energy here, Capricorn, that a lot of people constantly see you as like competition. I get that you deal with that a lot. People are constantly in like one-sided competitions with you, whether you know it or not, but I do get that you do know it. And it's like, it's people that don't matter that much to you. You're very much like focused on your own self-worth. You are focusing on like your your connection with God, your accepting of yourself. And I get with victim coming out, you've been a victim to others in the past, and it's because you've been too trusting, and you've allowed people in, and you've tried to share your life with others, and now you're starting to recognize that like that only attracts people that are going to try to take from you. So you've been putting up this facade of like, oh, I'm just going through it. I don't even get that you're intending to do this. You've just kind of pulled your energy back. And because normally you're like sharing more, or you're more open because you've been withdrawn, people are like, oh, the Capricorn is just going through it. And the whole time it's like you're manifesting a miracle. It gives me it was the last one that I did for Sagittarius, where I told the Sagittarius, it was the last reading that I did in my water series before this set. I told the Sagittarius that having a Capricorn Mars, sometimes it's better, because Sagittarius is one that's like kind of can be loud and confrontational. It's just a fire sign thing, more so like Aries, and Sagittarius can do it too. I feel like Leo is more, Leo handles it in a different way. We're not getting pulled into the fire signs right now. There might be a fire sign that's trying to pull on your energy. That's what I get, is they're pulling on your energy. Not that they want to connect with you, but they want to connect with your energy. But I talked to them about how like sometimes being quiet is the better way to go. Sometimes being calculated with how you show up and how you allow others to interact with you is more beneficial. It allows you to maintain authority. When you are loud and argumentative and always trying to be in the middle of stuff and always trying to be the one that's heard, a lot of times it takes away from your message, because it starts to, people just look at you like, oh, they're loud and obnoxious and annoying. A Capricorn is the sign of authority, because Capricorns have a quiet confidence, a quiet authority to them. And that's the kind of the energy that I'm getting, is you pulled back your energy because you're like, I am just going to put my head down and hustle. I'm just going to put my head down and grind right now, and not give people attention, not play into what other people want. Yeah, Hermit. This is pulling a little bit from the Virgo. But that's how astrology works. That's how the signs work, is that the last sign of every element is like that sign mastered. So Capricorn is Taurus and Virgo mastered. Pisces is Cancer and Scorpio mastered. So you've mastered the energy of grinding, basically, authority, legacy. That's what Capricorn is. Capricorn, the midhaven is in the 10th house, which is your career, your work. I get here that you've been busy. People have been thinking that like you're not. I get that like you might have been the type of person that you post a lot online, you share a lot, you check in with your friends. You've not been doing that, and that's because you've been busy, because your ships are coming in, and you know that. So it's like the public image of you right now, people are like, oh, I haven't heard from them in a while, I think they're going through it, I think something might have happened to them, they're not like posting as much. It's because you're about to pop out. You're about to pop out. I love doing that. That's a Capricorn thing. I try to explain to people that I have a Pisces sun and a Cancer rising, and people tend to pull on that water sign energy more, when it's like I am almost entirely Capricorn. Outside of that, I have a Aquarius Mercury, and then it's Capricorn, all of it. Moon, Venus, Mars, Capricorn. My outer planets is almost entirely Capricorn. I try to tell people that like a Capricorn's always going to glow up. A Capricorn is not, and it's going to have these people anxious because somebody's been talking shit. Geese might be, do you hear that? Geese might be relevant. Am I also, so this person, see, it's I'm pulling from Virgo. You might have Virgo in your chart. This is Gemini energy, but somebody's been talking shit about you to your community, trying to make you look bad, trying to talk shit about you. And it's this energy of they're trying, the way that they're doing it is instead of just like outright talking shit about you, they're trying to frame it as like, oh, I'm concerned about Capricorn. I'm concerned about the Capricorn. I think they're really down bad. You know, they've gone through this loss. They're not posting as much. They're probably like struggling with money. Somebody's talking major shit about you to like the community, to people that you know, to mutual friends. It's an air sign for sure. Yeah, they don't know this whole time that you've been busy. They think that you're not posting because you don't have anything good to share. It's because you are about to pop out on them. I get you're about to like, you're going through a major glow up and you know it. You've been working on it and you deserve this. You're about to stun on them. You are about to have a lot of people embarrassed. Good. I can feel that energy. I can feel that you're excited about it. You know what I'm talking about. Good, Capricorn. The Capricorn deserves a win. A Capricorn deserves a win. Hell yeah. Free yourself from this mental anguish that people try to put you in. I get these people come around every once in a while like, hey, just checking on you, just wanted to see how you are. These people talk shit about you and you know it. You started to pick up on it and you guarded yourself from them. Good job, Capricorn. Yay! I love this energy for you guys. I love this. See, this is why, Capricorn, this is why I stop posting every once in a while, because when the readings don't show growth and it's the same sort of storyline, it's like, why are we wasting our time? I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting your time trying to do these readings when it's like, it's the same reading as last week. I hate that. I love when I see growth, and I haven't seen growth given I've been gone for a little while, but I wasn't seeing a lot of growth in a lot of the signs. It makes me so happy to see. It's like you've connected with your intuition too. Somebody might have Cancer in their chart. You're connecting with your intuition. You're starting to recognize that you don't always have to be out and like, you don't always have to keep people updated on what you're doing. Yeah, you have money coming in. This might be a new job, a new like opportunity, a new work opportunity that is going to cause a like major tower for other people. And you know this with the High Priestess. You could have Pisces in your chart too. There have been people that have tried to come towards you, or there will be, because you're going to be very successful. Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is usually like not Sagittarius kind of. Knight of Wands is usually like a fuckboy energy, somebody that comes like in and out. There might be somebody that sees you as their wish fulfillment, but it's just because you're gonna pop out and like glow up on people. So it's like an energy of somebody wanting to rush in and claim you because they want to be associated with that energy. Use your discernment here. Yeah, use your discernment. Don't be so loving. Take your time and feel people out, because I get a lot of people under that was the Page of Wands. Yeah, Page of Swords. A lot of people have been trying to connect with you and watch you, and you are in your winning season. You are in your glow up season. For some of you, there might even be like, I hate to say it, but with that Knight of Wands that came out, the Sun, it can be a pregnancy, so be careful. I get that you are going to be in the spotlight soon, and you know this. You've plotted this, which I love to see it. You intentionally removed yourself from circles that were feeding off your energy, is what I'm getting. You intentionally removed yourself. You pulled back. So all these people are talking shit about you, like, oh, they must be struggling, they must be going through it. The whole time you were fucking winning, and you were building, and you were like getting things in line. I love to see this energy. What else do we need to know? What else does the Capricorn need to know? You are going to, yep, Ten of Pentacles. You're coming into like money too, abundance, rest right now. Rest and trust that moving forward is you're moving forward. Look what wants to come out, the Five of Pentacles. It's these narcissistic energies that you were dealing with were the ones keeping you in lack. That's the thing, is that like truly everybody does witchcraft. It's annoying to me when people find out that like you know about magic and you know about witchcraft, and they start to act like, you know, you're like a devil, you're evil, you're trying to control people, when it's like everybody does witchcraft. Everybody's creating their own world. That's just a part of life. And people that do it with intention are just more aware of what's going on. A lot of people do witchcraft on other people and they don't even know what they're doing. They just go throughout their life being evil, you know, trying to steal things from others, trying to put other people down, trying to copy what other people are doing because you think it looks cool. Like, some of that, it's not really a compliment when at the same time you're being abusive towards the person. You know, there's some ways where you can see somebody and be inspired by them and, you know, still like uplift that person and see them as a peer or even see them as a mentor. That's a positive relationship. When you see somebody and you're jealous of what they have and you immediately start to gossip about them, talk shit about them, try to spread negative energy, but then copy things that they do, that's an energy swapping, that's an energy harvesting, and that's dark witchcraft. And people do that all the time. People do that all the damn time, and they don't understand that that is really fucking dark witchcraft that you're doing. You're a witch and you're doing dark shit, and that's why bad shit happens to you, you know? That's why you, especially when you mess with somebody that is spiritually protected, yeah, it's a karmic here, tries to mess with, it's a karmic, the relationship with them ended, and now they're like stalking and trying to talk shit about you. That is dark witchcraft number one. And if you're messing with somebody that is spiritually protected, that they're on their spiritual path, they have a connection with God, they work on their connection with God, and you're doing that shit, bad shit will start to happen to you. You'll get into car accidents, you'll lose money, people will stop wanting to hang around you, you'll start to put on weight, or you'll start to lose a lot of weight, you'll start to look really sick, your health will go, your finances will go, and it'll make you angrier, and you'll, you know, be looking at everybody else like you're a victim. No, you are doing dark witchcraft on people, and you deserve that shit. Your soul is rotting from the inside out, and you can see when people do that, they do not age well. They do not age well. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. They do not, people that do dark magic, a lot of women do that out of like jealousy, but men do it too. A lot of men are energy vampires. The type of men that love bomb women, that see a woman that that shines, a woman that just has a glow to her and has a shine to her and has a positive energy to her, they'll be attracted to that light, and then they will do little things like try to make her jealous, try to pit her against other women, talk shit about her, you know, play little games like, you know, being really sweet one day and then being cold the next. That sort of shit is, you are trying to steal her light from her. And men will do that. They will find a woman that is an empress and in her empress energy and that glows, and they will launch an attack on her to steal her confidence, to steal her power, to steal her light, and then boost their ego up. And then women that live in lower vibrations, karmic women, will be attracted to him then, and it'll be off of that woman's light. You get what I'm saying? You have to be, everybody does witchcraft, and tends to be the people that have, like, they know what they're doing, they just don't call it witchcraft, which, like, that is what it is. If you're stealing somebody's light to boost yourself up and to boost your own confidence, that is witchcraft. What are you talking about? You know, just because I know what you're doing and I know how to fix it, I'm not the bad person, I'm not the bad guy. And just because, like, you try to, you know, I'm pulling on somebody's energy that I know personally, just because your life starts to fall, like, go to shit when you've tried to fuck me over, like, that's God, babe. That's God. You know, you go do your little reversal candles, see what happens. Life is not going to work out for you as long as you run around trying to hurt people that have only done kindness to you because you're dark and you're jealous. That's that sort of energy, babe. Sorry about it. Yeah. Set up boundaries with this person. They're self-absorbed. They're a narcissist. For some of you, I'm picking up on it. It's a man that did that pulled on your light, pulled on your energy. You cut this person off and you were going through this glow up, and they're gonna try to come back, and you know, it's with lust that they're gonna try to come back and try to steal. It's energy harvesting. Cut this person off. Yeah, you'll get justice. You'll get justice. And for some of you, you have a real relationship coming in. You have like a real relationship, but you have to let down the burdens of this past person, because you can't go into a new relationship. Like, I think if you've been through stuff, it's normal to be guarded, and you don't have to like throw caution to the wind with a brand new person and ignore red flags. It's not what I'm saying, but don't take things out on somebody new. Don't take past situations out on somebody new. You have to, if you're not in a place where you can start with a clean slate with somebody, you should take some time to heal personally. Nothing's worse than when somebody gets into a new relationship and they're not over their ex, and they're just constantly talking about their ex and constantly bringing up stuff that their ex did. Yeah, for some of you, it's a new relationship. It's a new beginning. It's a new, after after a cycle ends of you allowing other people's chaotic energy to cause burdens for you. This can be a new relationship. This can be money, finances coming in. It's something in your physical. There is a shift in your physical reality for the positive. That is a blessing from God. It's a portal opening to a better timeline for you. You have to let go of this past timeline, though. Where are we at? Do we have any other messages? This Queen of Swords keeps wanting to come out. Somebody. I get Leo, Libra, Aries, people from your past, people, possibly somebody from your childhood. They're watching the strength that you have. This took a lot of strength for you, Capricorn. It took a lot for you to pull your energy back. It might have been that the people that you pulled your energy back from were once very important in your life, and they're saying influential. This person used to be very influential on you, and not in a positive way. I get this person used to put you down, used to try to make you feel bad. And again, this is a word witch. This is somebody that talks shit about you behind your back and tries to control the way other people see you in a negative light. So it's manifested into your life. This person talks shit about your finances, and then you'll start to struggle financially. It's because they are creating that reality with lies and attaching it to you. But because you've pulled your energy back and you're not engaging with this person anymore, you've cut them off. And I get that, like, you've stopped posting as much on social media, or you're not sharing your like day-to-day stuff. They don't know what to attack. I talked to somebody about that recently. There's certain people that I keep in touch with, like other practitioners, other people in this field of work that I'm friends with and keep in touch with. And we were talking about that recently. Sometimes you have to, the enemy can't, this is what I said, the enemy can't attack what they don't know. This is something that I tried to tell Sagittarius about in my last Sagittarius channeling. Sometimes you're better off just going in to your own world. And that doesn't mean that like you cut everybody off, because for me personally, I really love having relationships with people in real life. I don't need to show social media. What typically times when I've relied more on social media is when I've been kind of isolated in my real life. So I rely more on social media to connect with people because I am isolated in real life. But when I am in periods of like just really enjoying my like where I am right now and the people that I'm meeting and people that I'm hanging out with, when I'm really happy with that, I don't post as much online, because it's like I don't need to. I don't need to keep up some charade that like my life is so amazing. My life is amazing. I love my life. I love my life. I love me. I love the way I look. I love the way I dress. I love the way I show up to the world. And I don't need randoms. I don't need people that I knew 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I don't need random weirdos like knowing all about my life and having like some consensus that I'm doing well. Like, fuck off is how I feel. Especially if you're watching me that hard. It's fan behavior. It's fan. You're not meant to be a friend, you're meant to be a fan, because a real friend would check up on me sincerely and want to know what I'm going through and support me and be able to read. Sometimes I have some friends that's like, they don't check in with me like, how are you, what are you doing? They check in with me by like sharing a joke or like, and not something that is I have to differentiate, because I had somebody that used to do this to me, but they would like bring up shit that was like embarrassing. They would bring up like jokes that were like embarrassing for me, or bring up like something that happened years ago that was like unfortunate for me or embarrassing for me. Not in that way. I have certain friends that they are not as like emotional. They're not super connected to their emotions. So the way that we connect with each other is like sending something stupid back and forth online, and that's the way that we connect. And it's just kind of like a, you know, having somebody make their presence known to you. Like I'm here for you, and my presence is here, and I don't necessarily have to say that because we know that, you know, we have that history, we have that relationship where we know we have each other, and me just like, you know, like teasing you or like poking at you or like making a little joke to you, like it's a way to connect without, like, we don't have to get into something deep right now. I recognize that at this point you are not interested in connecting emotionally or connecting in a deep way, so I'm just going to like do a little like, hey, how are you sort of thing, and then let it be, you know. That's different. I don't know what that, I don't know. That's different than somebody that every time they connect with you, they're just trying to get like the gossip, the dirt that's going on. You know, they want to know what you're doing. They want to know how you're making money. They want to know where you are. They want to know who you're dating. And it's not for any other reason than to gather ammo for this smear campaign they have going on, is what it is. This, yeah, sabotage. Somebody wants to sabotage your life. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of you, and so they try to keep track of you, and you started to sense this, you started to pick up on it, and you pulled your energy all the way back. So, I mean, this is full circle. This is kind of a circular reading. So what you need to be, but I get, you already know this. You just need confirmation. Don't go back to that person. Don't go back to the person. If you cut somebody off and your life immediately elevates, immediately gets better, immediately has more peace and better people and better things coming in, and you're just happier and things start working out, you recognize who was removed and make that a permanent disconnection. Yeah, be strategic right now. The temptation, competition, malicious, okay. Be strategic. There are people in your life that are falling in love with you, Capricorn, for who you are, for who you're becoming, for how you're showing up. But there are people that are wanting to come back, that are wearing a mask, that want to come back. These are people that try to compete with you. For some of you, this is I'm getting, for some of you, this can be a friend that tried to compete with you. For others of you, this is a like romantic partner that tried to make you jealous with other people and that controlled you and put you down by, like, you know, cheating on you, using other women, using other men to make you feel less than. So your glow up is going to attract everybody. That's the thing, is you have people that like complain, especially like with dating, they complain that like, oh, how do I stop attracting narcissists? How do I stop attracting fuckboys? Narcissists and fuckboys, which, like, fuckboys are energy vampires. These people are attracted to anybody with light. They are attracted to anybody that they think would be someone beneficial to connect to in some way. They're users, and they are attracted to anybody that has things of use to them. So just by being a kind person, just by being intelligent, just by having your shit together, just by, you know, having a good friend group, just by having a good family, you know, there's a lot of different things that can make you an asset to other people, but you control your circle, you control your reality, you control who you are an asset to. So it's not anything against you or anything that you're doing wrong that these manipulative users are attracted to you. It just means that you have a lot to give and you have a lot of assets. It's up to you to choose who you allow in your life, and that's really what that gets narcissistic. That's what gets people that are abusive and users out of your life, is when they recognize that not only am I not here to be used, not only am I am I not here to participate in one-sided relationships? There are consequences for trying to screw me over. You will experience consequences. I'm not going to put up with your shit. That's how you defend yourself against these people, is you start to show up as who you are and stop taking other people's shit, to be honest with you. There's a difference between like going along to get along and, okay, now I have to put up some boundaries because you're showing me that you lack them. When people don't have boundaries themselves, or they disrespect your boundaries, those are people that you need to get rid of if you can. And if you can't, you have to watch them and be strict with them. Don't allow them into your life. Keep doing what you're doing. You're coming into your glow season, and you know this, and this is something you've been working on, but the people that you've had to distance yourself from, they've been talking about you. You've been a topic of conversation, and it's been one of fake concern, which is what narcissistic people do. Narcissists want to appear as good guys to others. So they use manipulation, they use control, they use abuse, but they use it in a way that makes them look like, oh, but they're just trying to help. They didn't mean to do that. They didn't know. They didn't mean to. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing. And they're hoping that you're stupid enough and that you like them enough. And they get off on it. They get off on feeling like they've manipulated you into accepting their abuse. That it makes them feel superior. It makes them feel smarter than you. Period. Stop letting these people play with you. Stop letting these people, boo-hoo their way back into your life. There are losers. This has been for earth signs across the board. There are losers that are watching you that are trying to interfere in your life. And Capricorn, it seems that out of the earth signs, you have really mastered this, and this is probably what Taurus and Virgo can learn from you. All the signs can learn from each other, but truly, if you are struggling in like earth sign lessons, which is earth, this is the material, you look to the Capricorns, especially like okay, I don't want to get off on another tangent. Look to people that are your elders. I feel like we don't do that enough, but that's something that Capricorns understand. That's Cancer and Capricorn are like family. Cancer is the mother, and Capricorn is the father. Capricorn is legacy. So Cancer is rules over the 4th house, which is your foundations, and then 10th house, which is Capricorn, their sister signs, is the legacy, how you show up to the world. So it's important. Both are important. How you build your foundations and the place where you rest your head versus, how you show up. It's feeds into each other. But both of them are signs of family, and Capricorn especially is like legacy. So look to your elders, listen to people that have been there and done that. And you don't have to follow the blueprint. You make your own blueprint, but you should find other people's experience useful. Sometimes shit other people have been through, by listening to their experience and listening to their advice, you can avoid the same thing happening to you. I don't know why I'm saying that. Just, it's for somebody. Anyways, I get that the Taurus and Virgo could look to the Capricorn right now for how to model your comeback. Disappear for a little while, focus on what you need to focus on, grind, only keep other people on a need to know until you're ready to pop out. And make sure when you pop out that you are in a position mentally to protect that. Because when you start to glow up, you're going to attract bottom feeders. That's just how it is. And you've got to know how to recognize a bottom feeder and be kind of ruthless in cutting them off, or setting boundaries if you need to, because other people don't have boundaries. A lot of people don't have boundaries, and they're going to push it to see what they can get, and you just have to be able to protect yourself. The lessons don't stop and they don't get easier, but you learn how to, from past experience and from recognizing, other people have wisdom that you could learn from, especially your elders, listening to their wisdom and following their advice. You learn how to, I'm hearing transmute, but that's transverse the challenges that will come your way. You can handle what's going to come your way, but don't second guess yourself and don't go back into old cycles. And if you've had to cut somebody off and notice that immediately life got better, that's a sign that they don't belong in your life anymore. And you can have love for people, but know that they don't belong in your life anymore. You've outgrown them, and it is what it is, and there's no going back. So, you know. Anyways, that's your reading. Bye.